Hey, what's up? You're watching All the Way Up Crypto. I'm your host, Aaron. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I haven't had much to really report on. Obviously, the market started to take off, and sure some people FOMO'd in. I don't know if we're going to continue going up. Obviously, the market can't just keep going up like Tesla's stock did there for a few days. People take profits. You have to understand people are going to take profits, and that's what starts to bring things down. Along with these futures markets, people, if there's gaps, they got to get filled so people can lose money, make money, whatever. There's a lot that ties into that. So I'm more of a long-term thinker with the price of cryptocurrency, but I'm also more into distributed ledger technology and what it can do to make our lives better, to eliminate, the huge silos of information that we have now. I guess you could take something like Ethereum and all the smart contracts are on it, that technically that would be a huge silo, but it's not. It's distributed database, so it's all over the place. It's not just stuck in a server somewhere that may be backed up on 10 or 20 different servers, which to me kind of goes back to the whole the delegated proof of stake. If those are the people that are running the nodes, then that's kind of like a huge silo of information. That's why I like the more truly decentralized blockchains that are out there. Not that I'm saying that the ones that are delegated proof of stake are terrible or bad. There's pros and cons to all the different consensus algorithms out there. So, I don't know. If you're a newbie and you're watching this, pay attention, because this is for you. If you've watched me before, hopefully you're doing the things I'm going to speak to you about. So we'll just play it from this scenario. Bitcoin gets up above 10K, catches some people's attention. Your buddy that's been in it for a little bit says, hey, you might want to think about getting some. And you're like, well, how do I buy some? What do I got to do? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So the biggest thing that you need to understand, in my opinion, is protecting the private keys. So the best way to do that is to write it down on a piece of paper with a pen, and if you want to go the extra mile, laminate it. But do that, and you should probably buy yourself a hardware wallet. You don't want crypto on your computer where your computer's on all the time or it's accessible from the internet. Try not to keep crypto on things that are connected all the time, even your phone. Okay, so number one, write down your private keys. Number two, where do you buy it at? I think you should try to stick to the true peer-to-peer models that are out there to buy. Well, how do you do that? Well, you can meet someone in person and buy it from them. There are people out there that do buy crypto and sell to other people in person, physically in person. Now, where do you find people like that? Go to a meetup. Talk to people. Get to know other people that are doing this. Ask them questions. Talk to them. People that are into crypto, that have been in it for a while, love to share their information with people. That's why I share my information with you guys. The other place is there is localcrypto.com and local.bitcoin.com. I have not used local.crypto.com. I have used local.bitcoin.com. So what happens? You're going to send some money to somebody peer-to-peer through one of these possible applications that allows you to send money peer-to-peer, be it PayPal or Venmo or Square's Cash App, Zelly. Or maybe you just send it to someone's bank account, from your bank account to their bank account, or you wire it. Or possibly meet them in person. That's another place to meet people in person. To purchase your crypto. Now, local.bitcoin.com only deals with Bitcoin Cash currently. I don't know if they will add any other cryptos on there. But if that's your on-ramp to get into the other cryptos that you want, so be it. You know? But again, you're going to have a very important thing to do. Make sure you don't forget your username and password. And I wouldn't leave your Bitcoin Cash on that wallet unless you want to keep some for small reasons. I don't know. But I would move it off into a wallet that you can control, whether it's on your phone, if you're going to use it to do different things with, or move it onto a hardware wallet. So maybe you want Bitcoin and not Bitcoin Cash. So you just swap it. There are tons of swapping sites out there. Change Now, Stealth X or Stealth Dex. Stealth X, I think, is one of them. Change LE. They all let you swap your cryptos without having to worry about setting up a username and password. The one caveat that you're dealing with is you're trusting a third-party service to go and swap your crypto for you. No different than doing it with an exchange. Your other option would be to buy crypto on BISC. But if you use local.bitcoin.com, you don't need any crypto up front like you would with BISC. BISC requires you to have a certain amount of Bitcoin to put in escrow to basically make sure someone doesn't get the short end of the stick. So you need Bitcoin to get more Bitcoin, so to speak. But it is peer-to-peer, which is good. But that's why I like local.bitcoin.com, local.crypto.com. They use a smart contract to hold the crypto in escrow. So that's not too bad at all. So if you're going to use local.bitcoin.com, wait till you see that that person has put the money in escrow. And you'll see it. It's very obvious. You can watch the how-to videos that take like 5 minutes to see how this works. I like doing that a little bit better. Yes, you pay a little bit of a premium, but you're still paying a premium if you bought through Coinbase or whoever. All right? So I think that's a little bit better way to do things. It keeps you into the whole concept of peer-to-peer cash, or peer-to-peer digital form of cash. Okay? So think about that while you're doing that. But again, a couple things. Remember, number one, protect your seed phrase. Okay? Write it down on a piece of paper, whatever wallet you use. Number two, get your hands on a hardware wallet. Write that seed phrase down. It'd probably be good to get 2 hardware wallets. One, maybe to store them on. 2, to back that up. See if you can import that seed phrase into the other hardware wallet. And then 3, I encourage you to try to buy peer-to-peer. I mean, yes, it's convenient, but I'll tell you the difference is local.bitcoin.com, I can get my crypto that day. I can get it that day. Anything else I've used, Coinbase, ABRA, whatever, doesn't matter. There's a deposit time to wait for my cash to get to wherever. I think they're doing a float system. I really do. To make sure that that cash is there. So I don't know. It is what it is. So just things to consider. So hopefully that helps some of you new people out. Where is the market going to go? Who knows? But I can tell you the last 2 halvings that have happened, when we went from 50 to 25, and we went from 25 down to 12.5 with a block reward. The first time at the halving, we went up 8,000% to the high before it turned into a bear market. Okay? Now, 4 years later, it went from 8,000% to, we'll just say 2,800% of an increase until we got to the high. It was roughly I just figured 25%. So if you do 25% of 2,800%, you're talking a 700% increase from wherever the high is, or from wherever the halving actually happens in May. I'm going to say we might be close to 12.5K Bitcoin, give or take. I don't know. It's just a guess. If we go up that 700% to the next high, that puts us at roughly 100,000 for Bitcoin at the next all-time high. A lot of people think that that's where it's going to go. The stock to flow ratio has things close to that, so who knows? But what I'm going to tell you is what's being built around distributed ledger technology, whether it's blockchain or some other form of something that operates like a blockchain. I learn something new every day. You cannot convince me that this isn't going to be the next logical step with technology, be it finances, be it database management, being it holding our own digital identity. Stuff is being built and tested, and it's going to happen, folks. You can't convince me one way or another. So if you can make some money along the way, so be it. Research, do your own research. Don't just believe me. Don't just believe any other crypto tuber. Do your own research. Spend some time on stuff before you just jump in and try to get rich quick. It ain't going to happen. Have long-term vision. Okay? All right, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll try to be more adamant or more persistent, or try to get you guys more content here. Now, I will tell you, this week, I believe tomorrow, is the Ring crypto from Litecoin Cash. I believe that's... Sorry, I was interrupted with a phone call. I'm not sure where I completely ended off of that. But Litecoin Cash is doing their Ring this week. I believe it is tomorrow. I'm still trying to set up an interview with Adam from Bravo Coin. If you haven't downloaded the Bravo Coin app, do it. Great way to review things, not just businesses, but movies and games and all sorts of things. So I'm still trying to set that up. So whenever that gets set up, I'll make sure I record it for you guys and we'll get it out there. Maybe I can do it live. We'll just see how that unfolds. I just don't know about my upload bandwidth at home and how that would tie in and work. So anyway, until we meet again, stay crypto, my friends. Peace.